Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. We have only got 2 videos left until the end of my Christmas series. What? I am finally getting round to using these molds. Now, I will link the video here if you missed it. I did a huge Amazon haul unboxing type video just before Christmas to show you all the molds that I'll be using this year, and I'm only just getting around to using these. Now, these molds did intrigue me. It wasn't until I really looked at them and took them out of the bags I realised they are like outline molds, like silhouette molds, if that makes any kind of sense. Yeah, I was really intrigued by them. I wasn't sure at this point if they were really my cup of tea. However, we're going to make them anyway and see what we think. I did know one thing. This mold here is intricate. It has got so many teeny tiny little areas that really concerned me. My first initial thought was, I am not going to get this demolded. It's all going to get stuck and whatever. But I knew I had to use a squeezy bottle for this project. I'm just too messy, guys. There's no way I could pour resin out of a cup into these molds, and that is what worried me. So I did decide to use a squeezy bottle and a metal tip. Now, resin comes out of these plastic squeezy bottles like a dream. Just hold them upside down overnight to clean them, they're fine. And the metal tip, also, if you watch Wendy over at Toonpish Crafts, she showed us how to clean out the metal tips after using them with resin. So it's doable with alcohol, not a problem. I knew this was the only way that I was going to get these molds really filled up, but filled up neatly. Do you know what I mean? Otherwise, it would have just been mess all over my worktop. I know me, and I know I'm not neat. So yeah, if you've got squeezy bottles, highly recommend for these molds. These molds, of course, will be linked down below in my Amazon storefront, and let's fill them up.
The wonders of life got the prettiest side for everyone to enjoy. Standing up close by the Christmas tree, glimmering light, I am right where I wanna be. I will be home for a couple of days, wander around with you. You and me in the cold, thought it'd never be true. Wherever I go, I got you. Oh, I have stopped running, there is no way trying. You better loosen your belt. Drinking hot wine by the fire, don't care of anything else. It's Christmas and some kind of love, my friend. I pray it will never end. Do you like to be here too? It's Christmas and outside snow's glistening. It's just you and me tonight. I'll spend all this Christmas with you. Oh, it's such a charm, got you up in my arm. There's nobody at the door. You said I wish this will never be over. Darling, it's time for your present, come over here. Now it is time to get out in the snow, lighting a light with you. Choirs will sing and the joy bells will ring. Nobody loves you as much as I do. It's a wonderful feeling from floor to the ceiling. It is that time of the year, drinking hot wine by the fire. Here on our own, we got nothing to fear. It's Christmas and some kind of love, my friend. Pick up some candy canes and hang a wreath on your door. It's Christmas and outside snow's glistening. It's just you and me tonight. It's just you and me tonight. It's just you and me tonight. I'll spend all this Christmas with you.
some of these were easier to fill up than others, but you will have seen there that I just kept that metal tip to hand. I just kept it there in case I really needed to get down inside any of those real crevices, you know, the detailed crevices that this one didn't. So, and every now and again I would take off the metal tip because I knew that I could just pour resin from the normal tip that comes with the bottle. And for me, when I need the resin to travel, I just keep the bottle in one place and let it do its thing. And then I put the metal tip back on if I feel like it missed a bit. So I just sprayed them with the isopropyl alcohol because using heat on these molds, I was a bit nervous. There's way too much silicone for me to use heat. And this is 24 hours later on the demold. This is one of those molds you definitely need to be careful of. There is so much detail and wow. I loved them. I genuinely was not keen. When I very first looked at these, I thought, I just don't think they're gonna be my bag. They're not gonna be my cup of tea. But on demold, and I think it helps with using a crisp white resin as well, they are beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. And I love them at this point. I do love them at this point. And especially with a darker background, you know, that contrast against the darker background I think is gorgeous. Now again, just go easy because some of these are easier to demold than others in the same way that some are easier to fill than others. I was particularly worried about this little snowflake detail that just felt like it was just hanging on by a thread, but it was fine. I mean, I do worry about silly things that don't need to be worried about, but yes, go easy on the demold because you could easily, I think, you could easily rip off the antlers or you could rip off that snowflake. If you demold too harshly, you really just want to take your time. My best advice as well is to leave it the full 24 hours or longer because sometimes we demold early. You know, a 24-hour resin doesn't mean you have to wait 24 hours. A lot of us can demold after 20, 18. So it really just depends. I would let it go. I would let it go the full whack time. Don't demold early is what my advice would be if you decide to try these molds. Now I have my favorites already. I'm actually saving my favorite until last. I don't know if you can tell, but that is the mold that really made me nervous because of all of the minuscule details in it. But I love this one. I love anything stag stroke reindeer related. You might already know that if you've been with me a while. In fact, Saturday's video is reindeer galore. Like it is all of the reindeers from all of the story the night before Christmas. So if you love that story, please do join me on Saturday for that video as well. And yeah, it's gonna be a beautiful one. Haven't demolded yet, but it's gonna be nice. But yeah, I absolutely love these. I'm not so keen on this one. Again, I've got my favorites, I've got my preferences, and I've got ones that I'm not really feeling, and this is one of them. I'm not feeling this one. I still think it's pretty with the swirls. I like the swirls and I like the snowflakes. The detail in those snowflakes, it's just beautiful detail. And I'm so happy I didn't get any air pockets whatsoever. But I kind of don't get the way the tree is kind of just there in the middle. Yeah, it's not my favourite one. It's not my favourite one. I'm just being honest with you guys because, yeah, did buy these thanks to the support of my patrons. I bought these molds, but that one is not my favourite. Now, this one made me nervous. I don't know what this reminded me of, like a silicone brush, like trying to pull bristles, like silicone brush bristles, trying to pull them out of resin. This made me nervous. I went so slowly on this one, but let me tell you, are you ready for this one? It is a wow. It is a wow. This almost looks like a snow window. Look at this stunning detail. We've got a Christmas tree with a moon inside it over a church. Then we've got snowflakes. We've got kind of what looks like mountains and rivers and trees and all of the yumminess inside one tiny bauble. Like every single hole that I was worried about came out beautifully. I had no issues demolding at all whatsoever. It came away from the mold like a dream. Do go easy though. Do go easy. It would honestly be so easy to either rip the resin or rip the silicone if you demold too harshly. So demold, look, you can see how long I've held it for. I was in love, absolutely in love with this one. And because I was using just some craft paper to put these down on so that you guys could really see the contrast on camera, I was using some dark blue craft paper, and I just thought, how gorgeous would this look with either a black background or like a dark blue background. It would just look so nice. And that's why I didn't really like the outline stroke silhouette idea in these molds, but I grew to love them. And it was at this point I thought, hold up a minute, what if they fit this mold? Like, what if they fit this mold? So I grabbed my Molds and Shapes bauble mold, and check this out. Now, I am not going to do this in this video, guys. This is definitely going on the list for Christmas 2023 because I am all out of time. Now, we don't need to do this, by the way. This is just me trying to think a little bit of what we could do to elevate these up a level. They've already got their little holes, so you don't need to do this. But the fact that it fits in here like a dream. Now, just imagine this in black resin with like a neon background, or white resin with a dark blue starry night background, or place it down in the mold into clear resin and then fill it. You could fill each individual area with different color resins of choice. Like, I just think this would make a beautiful addition. Now, it doesn't work with these ones. Obviously, these come naturally with their own bauble attachment. Now, you could carve that off. If you really felt strongly about it, you could carve off those top holes so that you could then take these baubles to the next level and actually create a double layered dimensional bauble that has depth, that has a background. You could have a whole other background. And this is an idea I am taking forward with me for 2023. Yeah, 2023. And I am definitely going to be trying this next year. Of course, I'm sure half of you will have beaten me to it by then. But yeah, it's just an idea I had that I thought would look beautiful. So yeah, looking forward to that one. I'm going to put it on my list now so I don't forget. Anything else you want me to add to the 2023 Christmas list? Fire away, because my list is already growing and I'm like, what's going on? I hope you've enjoyed this video. I did eventually like the mold, even though I was a bit iffy about it at the beginning. It wasn't my cup of tea. There are a couple here that I'm just not really feeling, if I'm honest. I love the top two there, and I love the stag. Those snowflakes beautiful crisp snowflakes. The one on the top left, my ultimate favourite. Bottom two right, I'm not feeling them. I think, again, they'll look good with that kind of background. But yeah, let me know your thoughts and let me know if you are still here. I appreciate you massively. I'm so sorry again if you can hear George barking downstairs. I don't know. I don't know. Very windy today here. Very, very windy, and he doesn't like the wind or weather in general. He doesn't like weather. So I am sorry. He is obviously with Tim downstairs. I'm not leaving him alone. But yeah, I appreciate you all massively, and hopefully you didn't just hear him barking. But I will see you all on Saturday for my final Christmas video of 2022. It's not my final video of 2022. It's my final Christmas video of 2022. Hope you love this, and I hope you love that, and I will see you then. Bye.
All year long I've been keeping track of when I've been naughty and nice. And from what I can tell, I've done more good deeds than I've told lies. I can only hope that Santa Claus and my records agree. Then maybe this year Santa's coming home to me. I have found the perfect tree and dressed it to the nines. I've even made little gingerbread Santas. There's nothing left 'cause it's not true. They say Santa ain't coming around. Trust me, I'm waiting up for you. Coming down my chimney on Christmas Day. We'll be side by side to see. This year Santa Claus is coming home to me. Yeah, this year Santa Claus is coming home to me.